Hi friends, I'm Sumesh. I'm a sales professional from last 15 years. So in this video, I am going to talk about the different steps of a sales call. In my last video, I have discussed about different types of customers. There are 4 types of customers and it is very important to identify the right customer for your products, your range of product, so that you will have a profitable business and you will not get fed up with your sales job or your sales career. Okay, so and of course it is related to, if it is related to the business also, it is applicable. So this is very important for all sales people or sales related people, sales professionals and the businessman also. So how can we make a sales call? So let's understand by step by step. Number 1, it is prospecting. Prospecting is nothing but to add the customers, right customers. As I mentioned just now, you have to find your time to identify the right customers so that you will get a clear idea about how many numbers are there, whether I'm going with the right customer or not. So you have to take your time and you need to spend some time to identify this number of customers. The more number of customers you are having, the more number of business you are prone to get it. Okay, that is one of the major important thing. The maximum number of customers, if you are able to reach out, that means the chances and the probability of getting a sales call success is very high. And when your sales is high, that means you are getting more money. No, it is very directly proportional. You know that. So number 2 is build a very good rapport with him, and you will not be getting more, so much of time to build up the rapport. You will be getting a limited time. Within that time, you have to build up a rapport by doing practice, and by practicing before the call, you will be able to gain this kind of thing. And also one important thing while building up the rapport is to have a empathy in your mind. So that empathy is nothing but you need to think about in customer's shoes, think from the customer's shoes, perspectives. That way you need to think what he will be thinking and what is in it for him, that you need to highlight, so that the customer will be definitely what I am looking for, what you are looking for. Everybody will be looking for our own benefits only. So when you are talking with the customers immediately after the meeting, then you have to empathize completely and you need to identify how the customer can get very close with you. That is the second step. Number 3 is you need to ask a structured question, and thereby you need to identify the need of the customer. So number 3 is identifying the need of the customer. So with respect to your product, so you have to plan it, you have to prepare it once for all. You will not be, whatever the products you are having, you have to find out some products, some time to prepare well before going to the customer. Once you are done it with, you can go to thousands of customers and you can save a lot of time on testing and trialing with the customer if you are having a good preparation before going to the customer. So it is very important to have such a good preparation before going to the customer. So ask the right questions, structured questions, so that you are going to understand the need of the customer. Number 4, it is you have to present your products with respect to that need. That means if you would have asked the right question, you would have got the answer with respect to your product. So present your products in such a way that the need is being identified. So once you are able to do it while presenting your products, you should have a high enthusiasm. It doesn't mean that it should not be duplicate, but you should have a good energy level, and high enthusiasm is very, very important. So if you are able to present it in such a way, then definitely at the end of this, you are coming to the end of the sales call. So customer will have some of the objections, like with respect to your quality, with respect to your price, with respect to your something called certifications, anything it can be. And with your preparation, you will be able to do that as well. So number 5 is objection handling. Handle the objection and give a conclusive answer so that the things are getting over. You are giving a closing answer. Okay, the customer should get complete satisfaction with your answer in that point, because you have built up a rapport first and then identified the need and presented your products. After that, hardly some questions will be there, and you have to give a conclusive answer for that, so that the customer is almost get convinced with you. Then now comes to the final step of the most important step of the sales call. That is number 6. It is sales closing, or asking for the action. You need to ask the customer to take the action. That is to make the payment, or to purchase the brand, or to sign up the deal, whatever it is. So taking the action, that is the most important step of the sales call. Then you will be wondering, what is the 7th one? I have told 7 steps are there. So 6th step is sales closing and or call for action. 7th one is to ensure that this customer is repeatedly purchasing from you, and also you need to identify that this customer is giving some of the referrals, because in sales, word of mouth is very, very important. It has got a wonderful role. So if you are asking your customer, you would have succeeded some of the customer, and if they are giving some of the referrals, you tell that I am going to meet this customer, or I am going to contact this customer very soon. You just put your word with him. So by the time already the customer is happy with your product or happy with you, so definitely he will be adding a word to that particular person. That customer is going to have a 75% more chances than a normal customer. So you can have this. So you can, let us understand what are the 7 steps. The number 1 step is prospecting. Second one is build up the rapport, build up the relationship with the customer. Third one is identify the need of the customer. Fourth one is present your products in a wonderful way. And fifth one is you have to objection handling. You have to handle the objections in a conclusive way, convincing way. And sixth one is your sales closing, and seventh one is taking the assurance from the customer and asking for the reference of the customer. So I hope these are the steps. If you are able to follow it in a correct structured way, definitely you are going to have more number of chances, more high amount of chances for getting the sales call success. Hope all of you would have got this message very clear, and you can share with the friends if you feel that this is helpful for them. And also you can subscribe the button, subscribe the channel, so that you can get more videos in future also. Thank you so much.